to be on today, but there you are, I'm on. The wee fella went home at lunchtime, so I've got him tomorrow, so I won't be on tomorrow. So I thought I better get my ironing done because I've no clothes left. Right, let me get the chat up. How are you? How was your weekend? How was everybody? How's everybody doing? Hope you are doing good. I've got my new ironing board. Got the new ironing board. And it's sliding a bit over the floor because it's brand new, so I'm going to need to put something underneath it when I'm doing my ironing. Right, let me situate these down someplace. These will probably end up falling though, as usual, but I'll catch these. There, is that okay? That's all right. Right, today I am going to be drinking. Shona, good morning to you, good afternoon from me to you, Shona. I'm drinking this. I'm going to drink this. I've got my glass. So let's bust this open. Lovely. I do like that. Vera, my beautiful Vera, how are you? Good morning and good afternoon from me to you. From the future. There's my Sky. Good afternoon, Sky. Mystical, good morning to you and good afternoon from me. Goth, good morning to you. Ah, you're feeding your wee baby. How cute. Oh, Flora's watching me. Hello, Flora. Hello, Flora. Hello. Okay. Right, let me get this ironing done. As I say, I've got my new ironing board, but look at it, it's slidey. Because it's brand new. 40 quid for an ironing board. I can't believe it, but there you are. Shona, good morning or good afternoon. Oh, my internet's not that great either. Did I get her attention? Hello, Flora. Boo. 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 I do that all day long, Vera. That's the kind of stuff I do all day long with the wee fella. I've started to go crazy though. I have started to go crazy. I'll tell you what happened yesterday. So then I'm sitting and he's got a wee dinosaur that you feed, right? With food. And the food's different colours. And then he's got this dinosaur kitten that's wooden dinosaurs, right? So there's a green dinosaur and there's a red dinosaur. So I've got the green dinosaur and I've got the green food and I'm going, I'm a green dinosaur. I like to eat green food. Yum, 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 yum. And then the red one comes on and goes, here, I'm a mad Ned dinosaur. I'm pure red, by the way, and I like to munch on some red food. And the wee fella, he's enjoying it. And I'm like, I'm going to have my nut. I'm going crazy. Mystical, you're having breakfast, oh my goodness. Well, I had toast and egg for my lunch because Sophie was up earlier and she was talking about fry-ups. And I was like, I've not got anything for a fry-up. And she was going, we were talking about the USA and going, why they're the best for like fry-ups and stuff. We were talking about diners. I've never been to like a diner. And we were talking, because I got a new palette, Martine's Diner it's called. So anyway, Sophie starts telling me about diners and stuff and that she's been to one when she was over in Boston and how they bake big pancakes and the bacon and sausage over in America is something else. It's the best bacon and so it's so. See, by the time I was taking Sophie home, I was drooling. I was like, thanks very much. I'm going home to just fry up a couple of eggs. That's what I've got in the way of fry up. So that's what I had. A couple of eggs. Oh, boyfriend of the sky, say no more. Ooh la la, boyfriend's in bed at this time. I tell you, Sky, he must have been working hard to be still in his kit at this time. Still in his bed. What time's it? It's 1:49 here, so it's 2:49 where you are. Oof, well done, Sky. Well, that's all I can say is well done. I'm proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you, Sky. That's some good loving if they're still sleeping at this time. Oh my God. I tell you. To be young again. Have that much energy. Oh. I still think I've got that energy until I try anything and then I'm like, oh my back. Did you ever see this? It's a learning channel, Sky. It's a learning channel, especially on a Saturday afternoon. I think we learn a lot there. That I love everybody when I'm drunk. I think we all know that now. It's no secret. It's no secret. So if somebody comes and goes, see that lassie that's on YouTube and does ironing and stuff like that? Aye, she just hit me up. Listen, who do I know help? I help everybody. It'll be your turn one day. It'll be everybody's turn. But that's what I'm like. You know, I'm not a fighter. I'm just a lover. I love everybody. That's what I'm like. I absolutely love yous all. It's a good wee ironing board, but the only thing is this moving about, look. But there could be a dangerous accident. I'll need to be careful. It could be dangerous here. I'll need to put a towel or something underneath it. I'm actually waiting on Golfer Girl coming in. Golfer Girl has sent me 3 packages that I've not to open and they're sitting over there. 3 packages that I'm not allowed to open until she's with me, so I hope she comes in because I'm looking at them going, I wonder what's in them. I wonder what's in them. But it's not football because it's not in the shape of football. Don't know where it is. So if she comes in, then I'll be doing a wee bit of unboxing. Isn't she so sweet? I know, and it warms my heart. And I'm like, I don't know what I've done to deserve these friends. What did I do to deserve friends that actually like me and know how crazy I am and just know the craziness and still like me? Open-minded, my beautiful open-minded. How are you, my sweet open-minded? Esmar Tingle Pink, good afternoon or good evening to you. Good evening to you, Esmar Tingle Pink. How are you? How's the kitty? How's Poppy? His name's Poppy as well. Oh, Skies, will make me cry. Don't. I'll be sitting here in tears. There'll be tears all over my fresh laundry. I tell you, I was running out of clothes. My days, I've still not been to the swimming. I've not been to the swimming this year. That just shows you how busy I am these days. And see, when I get any spare time, I want to sleep. Is he good? Yes, Martin. He's a wee darling. Oh, his wee facey. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you that you've got this wee gorgeous darling. So what's been happening with me? What has been happening? What have I been up to? Apart from, oh listen, the wee fella had me in stitches yesterday. He's doing speed crawling. Speed crawling. He's decided that he likes the sound of his hands on my floor like that. So yesterday, he was like completely focused on crawling about the place, slapping down. And I was trying not to laugh because I didn't want to hurt his feelings, you know what I mean? When he was doing something really important. But I was in stitches with him. Stitches. That'll be the Jack Russell's in there. So nobody could get near my house. Feather, good afternoon to you, good afternoon. Do you know what? I've kind of got the wee spring cleaning bug as well. I cleaned that door down, see this door? I cleaned that down today because someone had got coffee dripped all down it and didn't mop it up, so I had to clean all that today. So it's just, but do you know what? I've got cupboards that I need to clean in. That cupboard, it's like Jenga. I play Jenga with my pots and pans and plates and stuff like that. That's what it's like. I've got cups balancing and then plates on top of the cups and then a pot, and it's chaos. So I really need to get that done, but I can't. I've not got enough time. When I do have some time, I just want to relax. That's all I want to do now. Just let me relax. Let me go to sleep. But it was Blue Monday yesterday, everyone. It was Blue Monday we call it. I don't know if they call this Blue Monday everywhere, but it was Blue Monday here in the UK. There's my Edge of ASMR. Good afternoon, Edge of ASMR. How are you? It was Blue Monday yesterday, and I'm not talking sexy Monday. I'm talking everybody was depressed. It's called Blue Monday, and it's the week before MD gets any cash. And everybody, the last time everybody get paid was like in December the 23rd or something like that. So it's been a long, long time. Do they call it Blue Monday there? Open-minded. Yeah, so people are will fight with you. See, if you're going for a loaf of bread and somebody puts their hand, there'll be an absolute fight up nasty. You've got to watch yourself in this neck of the woods. In fact, I had a wee bit of rage myself the other day. It was when I was going, up to see the big telescope, and there's this particular bit of motorway, no lights, right? There's no lights, so it's just like cat's eyes down it. And there's a slip road that comes on that's got to give way to the people that are already going like 70 mile an hour, some of them. I don't, because I'm a Sunday driver. Just as well I don't, because this guy just came straight out. Seen me, just came straight out. So do you know what I done? Flashed my lights. That's how badass I am. Flashed my lights at him. It's like, here's you. But I said a lot though, because Sophie was in the car and I started do you know what? I think I should wear this to my... I'll wear this on Friday. What do you think? My SpaceX. I'll wear that on Friday. Thank you, open-minded. I've actually got oil in my hair now. Well, it's on my scalp. I'll be going for a shower later to wash it all out. But I've got to do this oil treatment in my scalp. My scalp still is no perfect, but with doing the oil treatment, it's a bit better than what it was without. So every week I've got to, plaster my head with this oil. But it goes all over my hair. So it looks as if like she's no washed her hair in forever. Get the oil in that woman's hair. Shut up. It's Blue Monday, don't start me. I've actually got dry hair, not oily. Oh. So what else have I been up to? Not a lot. I changed my bed there. I've got a nice clean bed to go into the night. I love that. Nice clean sheets. And you know yourself, I spray all my sheets and all that, so it's like heaven when I go into a new bed. Especially when I'm just out the bath and I go and I just feel extra nice, squeaky clean in my bed. And then see if Aquaman or anybody comes in the middle of the night, then I'm good. I'm good. I'm all clean. That's it. Aquaman, come in. You can come in anytime. I'll make you a key. How's that? I'll even get you your own key, Aquaman. The key to the bungalow. Oh, you come and go as you want. It's special. It's not like over-the-counter oil. It's prescription oil that I'll show you it next time I'm in the living room. It's prescription stuff that the doctor has prescribed me. I've actually got two on. I've got one that's it looks like Vaseline, but it's not Vaseline. It's got sulphur and all sorts of stuff in it, right? I've got that on, and then I've got the can of mousse. That's, I don't know what the hell's in these oils, but I've got that on as well. So I've double whammied my scalp, but it's still dry and sore in bits. But see, if I didn't do it, it'd be even worse. So I've just got to do this. That's lovely. Caramel macchiato. Machito. For F's sake. What the hell? Machito. Chatio. What the hell? That anyway. That. Oh yeah, Lisa Marie, she was young too. And see, the thing that freaks me out is the pictures just 2 days before her passing. She was out with her mum, they were away to the Golden Globes or someplace like that. And it just shows, this is what I keep saying to you guys, live for the moment. Tomorrow's never guaranteed for anyone, so enjoy what you're doing today. Don't hold grudges and stuff like that. I know, see, especially Belinda, good afternoon, good afternoon. Oh, it is, it's yummy, yummy. It's caramel coffee, that's the best way for me just to say it. It tastes really nice. I see, like, if you've got a partner and it's dead easy to hold a grudge for a long time, you know, I'm not talking to them until they say sorry, all this kind of stuff. See, at the end of the day, though, I mean, it's petty, it's just all petty stuff, and try and never go to bed in an argument. That's a good one. Catherine, good afternoon, good afternoon. Lol, macchiato. Caramel macchiato. Here, I'm going to be rolling up to Costa now. I'm going to be rolling up. A caramel macchiato, please. Extra toe. Extra toe on my macchiato. Thank you very much. Hey, look at that. Look at me learning languages and stuff. Oh, Mama Dafty, I can't. I wouldn't even kid you on. I like to think it's no my fault. I did try in school, but I was neglected, you know, because I was in and out of hospitals and nobody could be bothered their arse with me. So I was just left to watch dogs mating and stuff like that out the window. That's the stuff that I'd be, oh, look at that squirrel. That's the stuff, that's how my attention span, that's what happens. I see something and I'm away. I can be in an in-depth conversation, important, and I can see something funny happening and just be straight there. Straight. I've not got a great attention span. I'm very, I don't know what you call it. Just me. I'm very Linda. That's what it is. I'm going to my space class, Catherine, on Friday, and I'm wearing this. I'm going to wear that on Friday to match the tattoo. Not that I'm going for a hookup or nothing, but I want them to think I'm kind of intelligent. Oh, I know, but SpaceX. I did not know that SpaceX had a base in Texas. What kind of SpaceX fan am I? I felt foolish. Because I was asking them if they were launching this Starship from Launchpad A or B in Kennedy, thinking, I know about the launch pads. No, neither, Linda, neither. It's in Texas, a space base. I was like, all right, the space base in Texas, hi, Elon Musk's, hi. I was like, for God's sake. I was very interested, and do you know what I'm trying to do now? Learn some more constellations, because they were taught. I can't mind what they were taught. We were talking about solar winds or something like that, right? And the lecturer was pointing out something, and it was next to a constellation of stars. And he was going, I'm not sure what this constellation is. And some guy went, I think that's actually Draco. That is Draco, the constellation Draco. You can see the heads there, and then the tail comes whipping round like that. And I was like, oh, aye. I can show you the plough, the north, the plough. I can show you that, and I can show you Cassiopeia in the sky. Now I can show you the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper, the plough, Ursa Major and Minor. And here, I'll tell you a wee thing about that, the plough. They're actually meant to be bears, believe it or not, bears. The plough and the Little Dipper are meant to be bears, and this whole story behind that, right, is Zeus fancied this lassie down in Earth, right, and then done the dirty, and they had a son, so they did, I can't remember the son's name, but they had a son. But Zeus's wife wasn't happy about this, and whose wife would be? Here you doing? So there's two stories. One story is the wife gets a hold of this lassie and turns her into a bear. Turns her into a bear because that's what you're getting, turn it into a bear. So that was one story. The other story, that was the story. And then our son came along. He was bear hunting one day. The son comes along and was ready to shoot his own mother, not knowing that it was his mum. And Zeus comes down and grabs her by the tail and slings her around like that and throws her up into the stars. And that's why the tail is so long on this bear. So he also grabs the son, because he didn't want the son to be without his mother. and whips him round and throws him up into the stars, and that's why his tail's so long as well. That's why the bear's tails are so long. But there's also rumour that the wife was going to kill the bear, and Zeus, no, and she put her, the wife was put her up there as well, one of the stories. But I think Zeus's one's more plausible. So that's the story of that. That's the story of that. Cassiopeia, I can tell you the story about that. See, I like all the stories. Cassiopeia is shaped like a W. And if any have seen the film Perseus, what's the one with Perseus? Was it, it wasn't the land of the sheep, it was, it's Perseus. I can't remember, the film with Perseus that had the kraken and all that in it, right? Andromeda. Cassiopeia was Andromeda's mum, and Cassiopeia was beautiful, absolutely drop dead gorgeous, right? And the mum comes out and says one day that her daughter was so beautiful that she was even more beautiful than the god Hera. So god Hera wasn't happy with that. What are you trying to say? Your daughter's better looking than me, that's it. So she got banished. Cassiopeia got banished into the stars because she said that. And they let the kraken loose that was going to kill Andromeda. But luckily enough, Jason came along and killed the kraken with Medusa's head. See? That's stuff I'm learning. Oh, I can't say about, I can't wait for somebody to ask me something about that. Do you know the plough's actually a bear? Oh, well, let me tell you the story. Oh, sorry, open-minded. Did someone pass away? I'm so sorry. Oh, you know you can always get me anytime if you need to talk. Marcus, thank you very much, but today's not my day for looking fine. Come back on Saturday if you want to see fine. Catfishing at its greatest. Well, not really catfishing, because it's still me, isn't it? Catfishing's when it's somebody else. Mutton dressed as lamb. Maybe. I don't know. Mutton. You like a bit of mutton, you know where to come. My channel. Open-minded Jess, I've been going to... Wait, I'll tell you what happened to me, open-minded, right? I'm going to a new club, right? It's about astronomy. It's astronomy club. And there's a huge big telescope, big massive telescope. It's in a dome kind of thing, right? And you can see like the Saturn's rings and all that. I've not looked through it yet because the weather's been shite. But Friday we had a talk. We had a talk about just general space talk, and then we had a guy that came from Strathclyde University, a doctor, that was talking to us about solar winds. So between all this, there's half time and you get a cup of coffee. I'm going to take my NASA cup next time. You get a wee cup of coffee. Carolyn, good afternoon to you. Are you feeding the birds? Well done. Our feather friends need a wee helping hand, especially at this time of year, so that's great. My wee birds will be getting theirs. So half time, open-minded, there's a girl sitting next to me. It's a German lady, right, with her partner. And she's talking about YouTube, and I went, oh, I said, I'm on YouTube. And she went, oh, she says, what is it you do? And I said, yes, man. She went, and she went like, I watch her. She says, the video with the pocket letters. I went, aye. She went, oh, look. I could feel a wee beamer coming on, open-minded. I was like, oh, why did I say? Nobody would have known. I should have just kept my mouth shut. I watch you. And she pulled me up on her phone. And I was like, oh, God. it's like I'm feeling a bit of a beamer now. I was all beamered out. I was like, oh, why? But anyway, I says to her, my daughter can speak German. I said, so on Friday, I think Sophie's coming up with me, so she can have a wee conversation with her in her native tongue. Yeah, I always feed my birdies. In fact, I've got fat balls. Listen, I'm going to put with no drawers on, but listen, the birds and that are fine. The birds know that, they're all fine. open-minded, it's a bit embarrassing though. I was a wee bit took off. I didn't expect it at my astrology class. The last time it happened, you were way, man, we were in the drive-through, mind, we went to Costa. The drive-through in Costa. I was like, oh God. She says, can I ask you something? I said to her, aye, okay. Do you have a YouTube channel? Sophie was with me. And I, oh yeah, I know your YouTube. Oh God. Catherine, oh no, that'll be the day. I went to church for autographs anyway, my God. I should be getting all your autographs and putting them on my wall. People that tolerate me, I know I use. Oh. But I'm looking for, I can't mind what the talk's about this Friday, but I'll be telling you all about it. I'm looking forward to going. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a clear sky, because it's right next to the library, right? Sophie says I'm saying that word wrong, so see if I'm saying that word wrong, I apologise. It's right next to the library. I think I said it right that time. I'm dead conscious here. So the library's shut, right? The library is shut. But see, after our talk, somebody's got the keys to the library and we can sneak in and go up and look through the telescope. Isn't that cool? I'm like, oh, here, I want to sneak in. I want to sneak into the library. You know you're getting old. I can't believe I just said that. You know you're getting old when your thrill is sneaking into a library. I'm excited about that, sneaking into a library. Mind the days I used to be excited about going to the dancing and stuff like that. Oh, I am sneaking into a library tonight. Somebody would be thinking, this must be as boring as anything. But listen, I love it. I really enjoy it. As I say, I'm enjoying learning. These people are all bright as hell, eh? I know, Catherine, that's the rock and roll lifestyle for me. Libraries and stuff. I find it interesting as hell. And these people are dead bright. I'll need to try and find a question, because after the lecture, the doctor guy says, does anybody get any questions? And there was a few people putting their hands up. I didn't. I was just sat there like that. And they come on about sonic booms and stuff like that, and about the waves of plasma, what speed are they going to, the relativity of the speed of the satellite that's orbiting. I was like, what the hell? I was going, oh aye, that's a good question. It's right over my head. I'm like, okay. Right over my head, but I'm just learning. I'm just a baby. I know, open-minded me sneaking into libraries. Look at me. Sneaking. But listen, do you know, and I said to them, and it probably will happen, it will, I'm not even kidding you, see when I do look through the telescope and I see a planet or something like that, I'll cry. I cry at beautiful things, I can't help it. It's just something in me. I cry at beauty. See if I see something that's absolutely so beautiful, I just cry. So I'll probably cry. She didn't go out on Friday, Catherine. She went on Tuesday when we were just looking at the telescope. She wasn't feeling it. It was her 30th birthday as well on Friday. Sophie was 30 on Friday. But hopefully she'll go this week. And because she'll love it. She'll love it like me. She's got a star app. Oh, I'll need to do that. I've not done that. She says you can get a star app on your phone. And then you just point your phone up and it'll show you the constellations and planets and stuff like that. So I was looking at it. I says to her, is it free? And she said, aye, she says, so I'll need to get that on my phone. I'll need to delve into that. I've just not had time to do it. 30, I can't believe she's 30. It seems like yesterday she was born. Seems like yesterday. I was actually in labour with Sophie 4 weeks before her due date. So they kept me in hospital for a full week, keeping me from going into full-blown labour until I was 37 weeks, and then they'll let me go. Because when they're 37 weeks, they're not classed as premature. So it was a week of hell first. And see, by the time I was going into labour, I was already exhausted. And then we had an 18.5 hour labour, and she got stuck, and I just couldn't, I thought I was dying. I remember saying to my ex-husband, tell my mum and dad I love them. I thought I was dying. I think all women think they're dying during childbirth. And a guy comes in and gives me the forceps, and that was it. I thought, how could I not have done that like 12 hours ago? I know, open-minded. Isn't it great that she's out and about? Because we thought we were losing her, don't forget, a few years ago. That was 2 years ago. We thought we were... I got told to prepare for the worst. I got told that my daughter was dying and I wouldn't be able to go and see her because of the whole virus. In the meantime, Boris is having a shindig down south. Mingling. Me and my therapist kind of had it wasn't a fight, but a disagreement about that. She was trying to say that it was newspapers and all that. It was newspapers, and I think next time I'm at therapy is going to be my last session there. But she had a thing about the SNP, Scottish National Park. They were going on a train down in London, and I said, "Excuse me," I says, "but nothing's going to compare to my daughter's dying, and I can't go and see her. But yet people can go to parties down south. Don't even try and tell me. I don't care if you're a doctor. Don't even try and compare that to what I was going through at the time." So, our government, our country has not been so bad in my lifetime. I've never known our country to be this bad. It's the energy prices are through the roof. Everything that the National Health Service is going down the stank. People are dying. There's ambulances waiting outside hospitals with people in them because there's no room in the hospitals. When you do get into the hospitals, you end up catching more viruses and stuff like that than what you did when you went in. It's just, it's. Remember, see, back when I was a wee girl, we had the matron. I don't know if any of you are that as old as me, but you had the matron, and she was like the top nurse, right? She was like the boss of the nurses, and she used to go around and check for dust and all the rest of it, and she would keep a tight ship. She would be, firm with everybody, and it was a lot better back then. It was a lot better, and now I don't know where we're going. I really don't. I don't know where we're going. But I think Scotland, is it next year, we've got a independence referendum, so we'll see how that goes. This is what I was trying to say to the therapist, Catherine, but the therapist obviously thought that my daughter dying in hospital and Boris having a party, was on an equal par. She says, newspapers have got to make news all day long. Look, I think it's a big thing when the lawmakers are breaking their own laws. Do you not think that's a story right there that should be in the newspaper? Keep the stuff about Harry and Meghan out and more about stuff like that, please. Belinda's is the same in Australia. It's shocking now what's happening. I don't know what's happened. But do you know what else really annoys me? Right, I'm going to vent now. It really annoys me. The fact that they can take the money that is for hospitals and schools and healthcare and elderly people and all sorts of stuff like that, right? And do up their own houses with the money. Do you know what? I think this needs a renovation that's going to cost $250,000. But do you know what? We need some new wallpaper. Whoever's in hospital. No. Why is the money getting used for that? Why is that an important issue that 10 Downing Street and stuff like that should have? I think they've got enough. Down there. I don't think they need any more decor. And it's a terrible tent that, look, this is it. Do you know how far that would go for the NHS and schools and things that we need in the country? I don't think we need to be paying for folks' renovations to be done. Maybe it's just me being a dafty. Maybe I'm just daft. But I think, rather than the money go to some wallpaper and stuff, I'd like to see it go and put into hospitals and stuff. schools. There's kids in Scotland just now that don't even get fed. There's no food for these poor wains. These wains are starving. Now, when did this happen in my lifetime? It's never happened. It's never happened on this scale. The kids that are going to school hungry. Oh, be minded, if I was Queen of the World, I'd be kicking some ass. I would be kicking. There'd be a lot of people losing their jobs. Catherine, did you see the current Prime Minister, right, was in a food bank place, right, or a soup kitchen. It was a soup kitchen. He was in a soup kitchen. And this man comes up to get some soup, right, obviously, no money. And he said to him something about getting a job. I think you should maybe get a job. He says, I'm working part-time. He says, why are you working a part-time job? Why have you not got a full-time? You should get a full-time job. Oh, well, we never thought of that. We never thought of getting a full-time job. Absolutely. And then he says to him, why don't you get something in business? Oh, I think all the homeless people in the world would like a job in business, eh? I'd like a job in business myself. I've got a home, but I'd still like a job in business. See if you're getting out jobs in business, going to come and chat at my door, because I think I'd like that. A homeless man. Oh, I think you should be putting in for a manager job. Absolutely lost all sense of normality. These people are so far off what's the normal for everyday people. It's unbelievable. They live in some kind of la-la land. As I said before, and it's absolutely true, they look at homeless people that are on the streets and they say things to their kids like, oh, don't feel sorry for them. They want to live there. That's where they want to live. They want to live out in the street. They've got choices. Lots of choices. But they choose, actually. That's what they like. They like living out here in a tent in all weathers without any food or clothing or anything like that. Healthcare, nothing like that. That's what they like. Drives me insane, that. It drives me insane. I get worked up with it. That's how I've got to turn the news off at times. I just can't. See, as soon as the Harry and Meghan thing comes on, bloop, it goes off straight away. I don't care. Oh, Rafi girl, it's shocking now. This guy's a billionaire. Him and his wife are billionaires. They're quite happy spending like £4,000 on a bottle of wine and stuff like that. We're struggling to just have food on the table. Just have food on the table, and this arsehole can go to a food bank and say to some homeless man, why don't you get a job in business? Oh, well, I never thought of that. See, she said that, I'm going to go right now. I'm going to go and phone Richard Branson or Elon Musk and say, listen, you're missing it. Well, I've done that. It's going to make a joke there, but I actually done that with NASA, didn't I? I was no qualifications and just thought, I'm going to apply. They didn't take me up in the offer though, but there's people that have got very good qualifications that work in business. There's people really, really qualified, they've got degrees and all the rest of it, that can't get work. These people cannot get work. They're qualified, they're excellent workers, they know what they're doing, they can't get work. So if it's this guy that's got all the qualifications or a homeless person coming up, they're going to pick the business guy, aren't they? They're going to pick the guy that knows. So this poor homeless guy, it's just, they're setting him up for failure, sending him on interviews. It drives me insane. I can't get that. This is the thing. I can't get my head around it. I can't fathom out how they think, oh, this is a great idea, or these things is a great idea. I don't know. Oh, listen. I'm getting heated here thinking about it. It drives me insane. Oh, Rafi girl, I'm glad you've got a lovely family that round about you. I'm glad. I'm awful glad. How are you keeping, Rafi girl, anyway? I hope you're doing good. Is the morning sickness still there? Thank you, Catherine. I've got to just... Listen, I'll need to get badges and we can all have a vote. Listen, I'm going to be in Parliament. Here, I think we should quarter your wages, pal, and see the rest of it. I think we should be giving it to the NHS. Hurrah, hurrah, they'll all be like that in the House of Commons. Hurrah, hurrah, and I'll be like, thank you very much. How did you not think about this sooner? See you, I'm cutting your wages in half. How about that? No more holidays for you, and you stay away from B&Q because you've got enough wallpaper, pal. You've got enough wallpaper. Yeah. That's what I'd be like. They would throw me out. I'd get here. Hey, you calling a dafty? I'd be get kicked out. I'd be kicked. But another claim to fame, though, I'm kicked out the Houses of Parliament. Actually, I've been banned as well in all countries. Did you know that? I no bonuses at all this year. See, your bonuses were giving it to the homeless. How about that? They would all be like, oh, we were going to get a swimming pool put in this year. It'd be like National Lampoons. Oh, we were just going to get a swimming pool as well. Oh, well, tough luck. Go to the swimming baths like the rest of us. Or get a bucket for your garden like I do in the summer. Get a bucket and stick your feet in it. Oh, Raphael, my son, he'll have all his he's still in university, and he'll have all his student money loan to pay back. But hopefully he can get a job that he enjoys. This is what I've said to all my kids. I don't care if they work in McDonald's. I don't care if they work, well, I would like them to work in NASA, but you know, a doctor, you know, as long as they enjoy what they do. See if they're out and they're enjoying their work every day, that's one, and they're getting money, that's a bonus. Do something that you really, really enjoy. When I worked in the golf factory, I couldn't wait to go back to my work. See, when it was a Friday, I was kind of sad because I wasn't going back to work till Monday. I loved my job, absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, a job that you really enjoy is the way to go. So hopefully Peter will get the job that he wants. It's a difficult job. Not everybody can do that job. But it's a rewarding job. It's a rewarding job that he's going to have to do. He's going to see some things that I would never want to see in my life. And there's stuff I would never want him to tell me about. But he knows he's going to be doing a good thing. Are you showing a bump now, Rafi girl? Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness, I'll fly in. My first paying job, I worked in the YMCA. Open-minded. I worked in the YMCA, and it was a YTS, a youth training scheme. And I worked in a second-hand clothes shop, kind of like Oxfam, kind of shop like that. And I loved it as well. Absolutely loved it. So I did. And I got £28.50 a week. That was my pay. £28.50. And that was my bus fare, my cigarettes, because I was a smoker at the time. I was 16. My cigarettes, my bus fare, and I had money to spare. And I gave my mum and dad big money. £8.50 I gave them because I get 20s, which means I get £20 for a full week for my wages. Seen you think it? £28.50. This is it, Raf girl. See, Peter had applied for McDonald's. You know how everybody kind of slags folk, oh aye, you working in McDonald's? People slag folk off for working in McDonald's. He couldn't get a job in McDonald's. He couldn't. There was the application forms and all the rest. They'd already hired. People are lining the streets to get a job in McDonald's. So, I mean, it is dire situation in everybody's household, you know, especially with the electricity and stuff. In fact, see, as we speak, I'm on emergency gas. I was out this morning. I was away taking the wee fella home. And when I come home, I thought, oh, Jesus, it's freezing in this house. Turned my heating on, nothing. It's like, what the? My gas is off, so I've had to put my card in. I'm on emergency now. And that's risky. That's a wee kind of risky game, that, being on emergency, because there's a risk I might forget that I'm on emergency. So there you are. It's bloody. It's absolutely. It's flying through the money, the electricity and the gas. I know, Rathgar, it's terrible. YMCA was great. I loved it. Oh, I'll need to. I've not done. I think I done one years ago, but I'll need to do another one. That'd be a good video. That'd be a good video. But anybody that's got any kind of job is lucky to have the job. And for that a-hole to be asking a poor homeless man if he's, why doesn't he get a job in business? I don't know. Still Prime Minister too. Still Prime Minister. I don't know what they're listening. I don't know. So I wonder if my trial's on the day. I've been watching a new trial. It might be on the day. I might be going because I want to see it. It's a trial in America, and it's some guy that's already get proved he was guilty, right, back like 20 years ago. And now he's appealing and he's got a new trial. And what happened was, let me see, wait a minute here. Is it on yet? I don't think it's on yet. So he's got this wife, this guy, and the wife has an affair, right? She has an affair. She sleeps with somebody one time, and right after it, she felt like absolute shit, right? She felt terrible. She thought, I need to come clean. I can't live without coming clean. So she came clean to her husband and said, look, I had a wee fling. I regret it. I'm sorry. Blah. It'll never happen again. But that was it. For then on in, the thank you, Marcus. Then on in, the husband was like, that's it. I'm going to get revenge. So he starts doing weird things, like allegedly sending pictures to her D-pics and all that, right? And this is going back a while. There was pictures and coming through the post, the Ds and all this kind of stuff. So she found that he was looking into online how to kill your wife. Right, websites, how to kill your wife. Not only that, different kinds of ways to do it. There was searches on like electric shocking while people are swimming in a pool. There was that search. There was search with Benadryl, whatever the hell that is. There was that. And then there was searches on, like, say, antifreeze. And she had said to a co-worker and a police officer and lots of people, I think he's trying to kill me and I think he's trying to poison me. I seen his searches and he was searching for this and that. Well, just a few months later, here, she becomes not well, the lady. The lady's not well, really, really ill, and passes away. And when they done the toxicology, she had this antifreeze in her system. So, and he was having a fling. He ended up having a fling with someone in his work as well. So, and not only that, I don't know why they've got another trial going. Not only that, he decides one night he was away drinking with his friends. And or it was a works night or something. And he's had a few, you know, you get a loose tongue when you've been drinking. And he says to this guy, listen, see if you don't like your wife and all that, I can point you in the right direction for some right good websites to go to here. Go to these websites and you'll thank me later. Right, so this guy was like, oh, that's weird as hell that somebody... So they kept that in mind, and when the lady died, they got in contact with the police and told them all about that. So he got found guilty in the first trial inside, sharing a cell with some other guy, some other man that was in jail. Decides to tell him the whole story about how he managed to do it. told him the whole story about how he done it, the websites he went on, and how much he gave her, and how he gave her it. He gave her it in wine. He used to put it in wine, all the rest of it. So he told this guy everything, and now for some reason they're saying no, he's innocent. He's innocent. So that trial is on the now. Benadryl, so it's a cough medicine. Do you know what it might be like? In the UK, we've got something called Calpol, and it's for kids. I don't know if that would be the same thing. Is that just paracetamol? I'm not sure. But anyway, that's what the guy was doing. He's got searches on his computer. How to kill your wife, he had on his computer. And then she passes away exactly the way that she'd said. What a shame for her. I mean, that must have been a terrible, terrible death. That must have been horrendous. Quite frankly, though, if I was to find anything like that on my ex-husband's computer, I'd have been out the house with the kids. I'd have been away into women's refuge or whatever the hell it is. I'd have been off ski. I'm going to see what the guy's name is because it's annoying me. His name's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the Law and Crime channel anyway. It's on the now. Mark Jensen, his name is. This was gone back in 1998. It's on the now. I'll watch it in a minute. Antifreeze murder trial. Apparently you can't taste the stuff. So that's how that she's been... He's been like, wait, I'll get you a wee glass of wine, hen. And she's been like, oh, thanks, he's been dead nice to me recently, hasn't he? Thanks very much, darling. Thank you for my tasty beverage. Not knowing what was inside it. Apparently it crystallised inside you as well. Apparently it crystallises inside you. So God knows the pain and suffering that woman's went through. Yeah, she'd an affair, but she'd a fling. She slept with a guy one night, and she regretted it immediately. And the guilt, she said that she couldn't no tell him. She had to tell him, and from then on, that was it. But he had an affair with one of his somebody that he worked with as well. He was having an affair as well as they told you the actual amount. Somebody's job, like it'll be Peter's job to do this kind of stuff. Somebody counted the amount of D-pics that he had in his computer, and it was something like 20,000. It was a crazy number like that, like 20,000 D-pics on this guy's computer. 20,000. 20,000. No, listen, I know everybody's different, but I'm thinking once you've seen one, you've seen them all, kind of thing. 20,000. That's a bit on the steep side, isn't it, for D-pics? Oh, I've got a collection of D-pics. Come up to my house and I'll show you 20,000 of them. 20,000? What what's going on? What the hell? Do you know, I think I'm going to need to see these pictures, actually. I think I'm going to need to delve into this court case a bit more here. I'd like to see said images on this guy's computer, just to see for myself. Me sitting like that at night, like 20,000. That's 1,000 in. I'm sweating here. That's 1,000 I've done now. Just another 19,000 to go. It was the most... Showing of me too, and my grandson and stuff like that. You know, things like that I've got in my computer. 20,000 pictures. It was a crazy number like that. But we're on the chat going, what? Did they say that right? 20,000? D-pics? My God. And I'm thinking, I wonder if it was all different guys. Or it's been like 20,000 different guys. I mean, that's an accomplishment in its own right, isn't it? If you've got 20,000 guys saying you D-pics now, I'm not a fan of the D-pics in my DMs, right? I'm not. But listen, see if I was giving 20,000 of them, I think I'd be like, here, I get 20,000. Many of you had 5, I've got 20,000. How about that? I need a plaque, see, like a YouTube plaque, D-pick plaque, 20,000 D-picks I've witnessed. Do you know, guys, I've been on Top Chat this whole time. I'm so sorry if I've missed MD. I've put us on live chat, but I'm just about to go. So thank you all for coming in. Shona, see, they never even followed up with anything else apart from he had all these D-pics on his computer. You think it would be girls that he would have on his computer, but listen, everybody to their own. You know what I'm like? I like men and ladies and stuff like that, but this man had 20,000 D-pics. Do you think he had these D-pics to send to other women to pretend that his was that one? I'm thinking maybe the guy didn't have much to show down below, and he's looked online. Oh, that's a cracker. That's mine now. And catfishing D-pics. Has anybody ever heard of that? Is that a thing? Imagine that. Imagine that in catfishing MTV. Well, let's have a look. Zzzt. Oh, catfished. Button that up again, pal. That's not what you sent me. Imagine that. I love you all so much, and I will be back. When will I be back? Friday. I think it's Friday I'll be back. I think I've got the wee fella the next 2 days. But I've got a video coming up tomorrow morning for you, so I will see you on Friday, and I love you all very much. Bye.